Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Increase the volume a bit. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. We'll be starting shortly. Now, may I kindly request all the parents sitting in the in the ground floor to move to the first floor.
All the parents are requested to be seated in the first floor. All the students are requested to come in the front rows.
Please settle down fast. We need to get the room ready for the dignitaries. Yes. As of now, get a seat and please sit down. All the students at the back, yes, please get a seat and sit down. We need to have the hall settled. Students, please settle down. We need to commence the event. Please settle down. You can search for your friends later. Please settle down for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, faculty members, parents and participants, a very warm welcome to the grand inauguration of the Young Changemakers program at IIM Ranchi. We are honored to host this momentous occasion. Today, we gather here to celebrate the power of ideas, innovation, and the spirit of change. It is indeed a privilege to witness the birth of a program that aims to empower the next generation of leaders, visionaries, and catalysts for a positive transformation. We are fortunate to have a group of distinguished guest in our midst today, whose presence adds immense value to this auspicious event. On behalf of IIM Ranchi, I extend a heartfelt welcome to our chief guest, Honorable Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court, Shri Sanjay Kumar Mishra, and the Honorable Director of IIM Ranchi, Shri Deepak Kumar Srivastav. Your invaluable experience, wisdom, and insights will undoubtedly inspire and guide our young changemakers on their remarkable journey. To our respected faculty members, we are grateful for your unwavering dedication to nurturing the talents and aspirations of our students. Your relentless pursuit of excellence and commitment to imparting knowledge is truly commendable. We are privileged to have you as the guiding force behind this program. To the young change makers who have embarked on this transformative path, we extend a special welcome. You have demonstrated immense potential, passion, and courage to make a change in the world. Together, we embark on a collective journey fueled by the belief that each one of us has the power to shape a better future. Let us embrace diversity, collaboration, and the spirit of community service as we strive to address the pressing challenges of our time. Once again, we extend our warmest welcome to the members of the audience who have graced us with their presence. May this inauguration mark the beginning of an incredible voyage where ideas converge, dreams take flight, and young changemakers rise to their potential.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue with this ceremonial inauguration of the Young Changemakers program, we have reached a significant moment symbolizing the illumination of knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration. It is now time for the traditional lighting of the lamp. We have the distinct honor of inviting our esteemed chief guest, Shri Sanjay Kumar Mishra, to join us on stage for this auspicious ceremony. We request the members of the audience to kindly stand for Saraswati Vandana.
Ya Shubhra Vastramruta Ya Veena Vardanda Mandita Kara Ya Shveta Padmasana Ya Brahmachutam Shankaram Prabhutivir Devai Sada Vandita Samam Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Nishesh Jadyapaha
Kindly remain standing for the national song.
Vande Mataram Vande Mataram Sujalam Sukhalam Malayaj Sheetalam Sasya Syamalam Mataram Vande Mataram Shubhrajyosna Pulakitayamini Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini Sukhadam Varadam Mataram
is a privilege to request the Honorable Director of IIM Ranchi, Shri Deepak Kumar Srivastav, to felicitate our distinguished chief guest on behalf of our institute. We kindly request you to come forward and present Shri Sanjay Kumar Mishra with a memento and a traditional Angvastra as a symbol of our deep respect and gratitude for gracing us with his presence.
We stand before you today with great excitement as we unveil a pioneering initiative, the inaugural edition of the Young Changemakers program, Rural Immersion Bootcamp. It is an honor for us to introduce you to this transformative endeavor that holds immense promise for our society. The Rural Immersion Bootcamp represents a paradigm shift in our approach to social impact and community development. It serves as a bridge connecting urban and rural communities and cultivating empathy, understanding, and collaboration. It is part of IIM Ranchi's Strategic Plan 2030 to inspire a generation of young leaders who will bring about a tangible social impact and lead organizations with a global outlook and local responsiveness. Today, we have prepared a special video that captures the essence and significance of the Rural Immersion Bootcamp. So without further ado, let us embark on this visual journey that showcases the vision and potential of the Young Changemakers program.
Initiative of IIM Ranchi.
This is paper to reality. Instead of solving hypothetical problems on paper, explore tribal villages and solve real challenges of real people in real time while creating a lasting and sustainable impact. This is the Young Changemakers program, a one-of-a-kind initiative designed as a part of IIM Ranchi's 2030 strategic plan. We aim to empower a generation of social innovators. IIM Ranchi brings high school students a 3-day rural immersion boot camp. On first day, they will be introduced to the systematic approaches of social work and bring forth a deep understanding of challenges faced by society. Day 2 will involve a new form of learning. Students will visit a tribal village and learn the hardships of the residents. This will enhance their cultural awareness and instill empathy. Armed with this and an extensive virtual library, the students will co-pilot innovative and sustainable solutions in collaboration with the villagers. On the final day, students will present their solutions to a panel of experts who will evaluate the feasibility and scalability. The top performers will receive a program laureate certificate recognizing their exceptional work. IIM Ranchi believes that this pioneering initiative will cultivate a generation of young leaders who will have a tangible social impact and lead organizations with global orientation and local responsiveness.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue with this momentous occasion, it is a privilege to invite the visionary leader behind IIM Ranchi, our esteemed director, Shri Deepak Kumar Srivastav, to share his invaluable insights and words of inspiration with us.
Johar, Namaste, good morning. Chief guest of the function, Honorable Chief Justice, Jharkhand High Court, Sri Sanjay Kumar Mishra ji, my faculty colleagues on the dais, Professor Bala, Professor Viraj, Professor Ansuman, invited guests, media friends, faculty colleagues of the DICE, staff members, young change makers, and their parents. At the outset, I would like to thank Honorable Chief Justice, Sri Sanjay Kumar Mishra ji, who has kindly agreed to be chief guest of this function. As we know, day before yesterday, there was inauguration of High Court building. Despite very hectic and busy schedule, he has kindly agreed to be here. On behalf of Institute, sir, we would like to thank you for being here. There are the reasons why we would like to start this Young Change Maker programs. And today I'm very happy to share, because this is the first time we experimented this Young Change Maker program, and based on the response, we would like to make it as a flexible event during the summer. Just in morning, I come to know we have very good participation from different parts of the world, different parts of the country. Participants have come from Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and other states. And I would also like to thank all the parents who have come here. There are the reasons why we decided to have Young Changemaker programs. The most important reason is we need a kind of connect in society, and that we call a human connect. The connect between human being, connect between individual to nature, and the connect in the society. Any disconnect would be unhealthy or would not be sustainable. Now, as a matter of fact, we have been progressing. There are so many developments took place in country in past after independence, but at the same time, we have a kind of disconnect between the privileged or underprivileged. We are fortunate enough who have been in IIM or any other V school. We have resources, we have information, we have capabilities, but at the same time, there are millions of people. They have a different challenges. They have challenges in day-to-day life, and that disconnect is not sustainable. As a matter of fact, the most of the challenges, the people who are under bottom of pyramid, and academically we call bottom of the pyramid, there are problems which have a solution. And the solution are very, very small, because we have technological, this kind of advancement, and perhaps we have been living in the golden period of the technological advancement. And India is known as a leading country in several industries, essentially in the knowledge economy, IT industry, biotechnology, and pharmaceutical. We have a solution. The problem is that we don't have that connect. And to make a connect, there has to be an attempt. Of course, policymakers have been doing it, but it is not enough. As an institute of national importance, IIMs, IIT, and other institutes, we have also a kind of responsibility, and there has to be kind of local responsiveness. Sir, considering this, recently we have decided that IIM Ranchi is aiming to be a globally oriented and locally responsive B school, and we have spelled out our strategic plan, IIM Ranchi at 2030. One of the strategic priorities is the social impact. So considering this as a strategic priority of the institute, we decided to engage in society, and a group of the faculty members have been working in this direction. In addition to that, there is a compelling reason why IIM Ranchi has to be more socially sensitive, because there is a kind of opportunity given by God. Right, being a part of Jharkhand or Ranchi, we have opportunity to know about the tribal culture and tribal challenges. And recently, sir, we have introduced a course, Tribes in India. This course essentially deals with the tribal culture, tribal system, or tribal issues. And we are also planning to have some elective courses in terms of the tribal languages. And depending on the student interest, these courses will be offered. So these are two compelling reasons. Then we had a round of discussion, and then we decided to start this program. And then question comes, what has to be the eligibility for the young change maker? So we thought that 10 or 10 plus 2 students would be the right choice. Why? Because social intelligence is needed, emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence. In addition to that, social intelligence is needed. And this intelligence is something which cultivation is needed, and cultivation takes time. So 3 years or 4 years down the line, when these students, young change makers, will go to B school, they would be able to reflect on, and they would be able to comprehend all this kind of a learning in the B school classroom setting. So with this, we decided to launch this Young Changemaker program. We are also going to document several experiences in the digital form, and such experiences time to time we will use in the classroom. We are also planning to bring a edited book on tribal economy or tribal culture, and so that book would get inputs from this kind of experiences. We will also try to write some case studies. So with this, I would like to end and would like to thank again Honorable Chief Justice for being with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your invaluable insights with us. It was truly inspiring. It is an absolute honor and privilege to have with us today a legal luminary, a beacon of justice, the Honorable Chief Justice of the Jharkhand High Court, Justice Sanjay Kumar Mishra. The remarkable career trajectory of Sir, his deep commitment to upholding the principles of justice, and his unwavering dedication to serving society has earned him immense respect and admiration. As we gather here for the inauguration of the Young Change Makers, we are fortunate to have your presence, your guidance, and words of wisdom. Your illustrious tenure as the Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court, Acting Chief Justice of Uttaranchal High Court, and as District and Session Judge at Sundargarh and Dhenkanal has demonstrated your passion for ensuring transparency, fairness, and equal access to justice. Your remarkable achievements and unwavering commitment to resolving legal issues in a better manner and has been recognized and lauded by leaders and citizens alike. Your emphasis on simple and transparent justice, along with your prioritization of older cases, underscores your vision for a more efficient and equitable judicial system. Today, as we embark on this journey, we eagerly look forward to your valuable insights and words of inspiration. Your guidance will undoubtedly ignite the passion and drive within our young change makers. Your guidance will also help all the students here in making a tangible difference in the lives of those in need. Please allow us to invite Justice Sanjay Kumar Mishra to deliver an enlightening speech to the members of the audience.
Thank you, Anbi Sharin. Rather generous in words praising me. Good morning and Johar. Professor Dr. Deepak Srivastava, Director, Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi. Professor Pradeep Kumar Bala, Dean, IIM Ranchi. Dr. Viraz Verma, Chairperson in charge, IPM. Dr. Ankush Hajarika, faculty in charge of Young Change Makers program. I believe he's also of my tribe, a law graduate and a PhD degree holder in law. Mr. Prasant Pallab, the Deputy Solicitor General for Union of India for the state of Jharkhand. Mr. Gopal Jha, the Principal Secretary to the Chief Justice of Jharkhand. Students who are part of this program, the young change makers, parents, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is actually a very proud moment for me. I feel honored and privileged to be a part of this program. Generally, as a law professional, I was rarely called to an institute like a institute which provides or gives education on management or engineering or medicine. We generally are called to officiate as chief guest or guest of honor or chief speaker of those institutions where the main subject is taught is law. Generally, I have interacted with law students, young judges who come for training to the judicial academies. But I very rarely have the chance of meeting professionals or budding professionals who are going to manage the industries and commercial activity of the economy in the near future. There is another thing which striking me at present is that you can see that I am wearing a suit with a tie, a formal dress, and there is only one other person sitting in the audience wearing a suit and a tie, and he is also a law professional. This is a changing time. They actually the mental setup that we generally find in the gathering, we are invited, we as the judges or chief justices are invited, are more of a very tense and formal occasions. No doubt this is also a formal occasion, but the dresses that all of you are wearing, except the parents and the press perhaps, is speaking more of your informal attitude towards life than the kind of attitude we have towards the life. Because any professional, be it a legal professional or a medicine specialist or a surgeon or even an engineer, that it has to take into consideration and decide things which affect the day-to-day life of a human being or a citizen of the country. In any case, when I was approached by Professor Srivastav through my principal secretary that if I would like to come to attend a meeting or inaugurate a program in the Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi, though I had a very tight schedule at the time, as it has been referred to by the director of the academy, because of the shifting and dedication, inauguration cum dedication of the new High Court building to the people of the country or of the state who come to the court for redressal of their grievances. In spite of such difficult times, and I said, let me be there so that I can see what kind of changes has occurred in the meantime between the time when I was a student and this time when I am not a student, and at the perhaps at the stage of attaining the hermit stage of life. And there is another good side of it is that if you go and meet young people, you remember your old days, your youthful experiences, and get this courage again to work hard. So, coming to the Young Change Makers program, with special focus on rural immersion boot camp, is a really laudable attempt that has been made by the Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi, because if the villages where most of the Indians reside, there is a saying in Hindi, they said, Bharat gaon mein basta hai. A lot of people reside in villages, and many a time you see that the villagers or the residents of villages, they are not getting the fruit of the development that India is making in the international sphere or economic sphere, etc. So in our rapidly evolving world, it is imperative that we cultivate a generation of individuals who need not only possess the knowledge and skills to succeed, but also demonstrate a deep sense of social responsibility. The Young Changemakers program embodies this vision, providing school students with unique opportunity to explore the challenges faced by tribal villages and work towards development of the models and practical solutions of the problems they face day to day. Jharkhand is a very beautiful state, and it holds immense potential for social progress and development. Yesterday I was attending a meeting in which the first citizen of India, Madam Draupadi Murmu, was speaking, where she said that Jharkhand is known as Ratna Garbha. Am I correct? The first time I heard. You understand what is Ratna Garbha? Ratna matlab jewels. Garbha matlab Jharkhand is having all kind of jewels. That is mineral rich state. It is called Ratna Garbha. So in a place where so much wealth is there, why should there be poverty, lack of basic amenities, and social inequalities in the state, especially in rural area? The students who are part of this program, by visiting the villages, interacting with the villagers, and by witnessing firsthand the realities of rural communities, will develop a deep sense of understanding of challenges they face and become catalysts for the future change. Now, what is this first-hand experience or witnesses? So old habit die hard. So, in my speech, I'll definitely speak of my experiences as a lawyer and a judge. As a judge of the Odisha High Court, I was very much involved in the process of training of the young judges, and also refresher course of the rather more experienced judges. I myself has attended, as participated in many of the programs where courses or what do you call teachings were imparted for doing your job, the job of judging more efficiently. A very important aspect that has been making headlines is, yes, gentlemen and madam there, if you are not interested, why didn't you go out and talk? I am not here. You are not under a compulsion to sit here and listen to me. All of you do not want to talk, do not want to listen, please feel free to go away, instead of talking and showing disrespect to the Chief Justice of the state. Am I correct or not correct? देखिए 24 साल से जजिंग कर रहा हूँ, भूल देखता हूँ तो बोल देता हूँ, बुरा नहीं मत मानिएगा, नहीं चाहिए मुझे, कोई बात नहीं, हम नहीं आएंगे, लेकिन हम आएंगे तो आप पूरा अटेंशन देंगे. Okay. The first hand program. After working for many years as a judge in Odisha, as also a part of the andragogy program of the Judicial Academy of Odisha and Odisha High Court Training Committee, I could see that many young judges who step out of the college and become magistrate or civil judges, they were not very sensitive while remanding a person to jail. You understand that? When a lawyer goes to the court, have experience and then become a magistrate, he has a better understanding of the working of the court, and the litigants, they come before the court. But a person who steps out of the college, because as the things stands now, right now, the minimum qualification for a young man to become a civil judge or a magistrate at the lowest level, no experience is required at the bar. Again, I see, madam, yes, madam with the black shirt, please, if you are not interested, please leave the room. I shall not feel hot. But if you stay here and start gossiping with yourself, yes, I am talking to you, specs, ma'am. When I am speaking, nobody shall talk to each other. I come from a very disciplined institute, and I expect discipline from the audience which I address. You have any problem? I have no qualms if you leave the hall and go and do whatever gossiping you want. But when I am speaking, nobody will gossip. Okay. The problem that is faced by young magistrates, that they remand persons on the drop of hat. If is any student here has any kind of law background? You have. You are a student of law. Acha, family members. You belong to a lawyer's family or a judge's family where. I think you should all know certain basic laws regarding criminal law, especially that affect the liberty of a person. There is a provision called Section 41 in the Code of Criminal Procedure. The Code of Criminal Procedure is the procedure prescribed for investigation, inquiry, and trial, and also appeal revision of criminal cases. Section 41 provides that a person cannot be arrested unless certain, criteria is satisfied. I will not go into expound on that same, but that is the law Parliament has made. And why Parliament has made? Because it wants that the citizens of India should not be arrested on the drop of the head. Now, when I was taking class after class and different lectures I was giving, there was hardly any impact of my teachings on the young magistrates and civil judges. They are of the opinion somebody has committed a crime, then he should be remanded to custody. That is not the thing. Actually, when a person can be remanded to custody, has to be decided. First, at the stage of arrest and during investigation, he can be remanded to custody if it is required. Like a person who has allegedly committed a murder, he has to be remanded to custody. Fine and simple, no problem. But if somebody has allegedly committed a small offense, is it necessary to remand him till he is found guilty by a competent court of law? Then suddenly an idea struck to me. I asked the director of Judicial Academy to arrange 2 buses on 2 or 3 periods combined. I had combined that period, and then I'll speak this only on question of liberty of individual. And all the young men and women who were present on that day were undergoing some certain kind of training. I asked them, and I went with them also, and went to the nearest jail, that is Chodwar jail, which is near Cuttack. It is a circle, it is a very big jail, where all the prisoners of Cuttack courts are remanded. And I asked them to just see the condition, the jails, the prisoners are kept. And then you will realize that when you pass an order of remand, you are in fact relegating a person to a place which is not worth living. So you have to realize that. And that is called this first-hand realities, an experience of first-hand realities. And I laud the efforts of the Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi, that they have taken such a sensitive issue of rural development and tribal development and reaching out to the masses for bringing all these peoples to the mainstream so that they can be part of the development. They can reap the fruits of the development the country is at present making or reaping rather. There's another aspect which the young change makers may be impressed with is to have belief in yourself and to dream. Now, this is a rare opportunity to those all young change makers. I believe they are sitting in this side of the hall. That they are getting a very golden opportunity to interact with people who are definitely bright students, very intelligent, very wise, because you have cracked the वो क्या कहते हैं, CAT कहते हैं ना, CAT, Central Admission Test, Common Admission. I'm sorry, I'm out of the league for the last 35 years, not taking any exam, so I don't remember the acronyms properly. So you will be interacting and sharing experiences of these people who are definitely very, very bright. They are intelligent, wise, they have a very positive outlook, and then from them you can learn a lot of things that can go into or translate into your activity while developing or indulging in the development of the rural India. Now, management is definitely a specialized subject, and I was a student of commerce and have my master's degree in commerce, and I had also this specialization on financial management as I was good in accounting. I never studied human resource or this the other important or rather sought after stream, that is marketing. But in any case, every person in his life is also a manager. Like you go to a household, generally you see that your mother or the Gruhini, jo कहते हैं, she is in fact a manager. And I have seen so many housewives. I call this word housewife is actually a derogatory term. It should be homemakers or home managers should be there. And there is also a talk of giving certain salary of her husband to the homemaker. In any case, she is also a manager. She manages with the limited resources that she has, that is earned by the members or the other members of the family or by herself. And then she has to manage. Everybody has to be fed, everybody has to be clothed, everybody has to be given their medicine, and then they have to make some savings for the future also. And there are also housemakers who do a full-time job. They work in the office from 10 to 5 and still go back and again manage the house. Or it is house is not a manage the home. I always say to my wife that women are better at multitasking than males. I have seen many women who are working because more than 30% reservation is there for every job. There is a lot of representation of the women gender in all kinds of services. In fact, in the civil service, more than 60% girls are becoming successful than boys. If there is 100 seats, then 60% will be 60 or to 66% will be girls, and the rest will be boys. They go back and work that. But I have seen that the men, they are not good managers in the sense. If I do my job, like if I do my service and discharge my duty as a judge, I cannot go back and see what food will be cooked and how it will be served and which room has to be cleaned, which room has to be allotted, which guest has to be treated how. I leave it everything to my wife. And she is also a manager. But in the same time, when I'm working in the High Court as a Chief Justice, supposing, I also act as a manager. The time where I'm not actually doing the job of a judge, that is on the dais or dictating a order in the chambers. The rest of the time is managing the affairs of the court. Now, very recently we had a very big program. That is the program of dedication of the new court of building to the people, to the service of the people. And that I had to work like a manager with the limited resources I had, because resources are always limited. And then you have to get cooperation of all the quarters. The bar, one on the one hand, there are the lawyers representing the Union of India, the lawyers representing the state of Jharkhand, there is the Bar Council of state of Jharkhand, then my own staff, my own brother and sister on the bench, then there is the government whose cooperation was required, and there is finally the contact to the Rashtrapati Bhavan, over which we had no control. Because whatever comes from the Rashtrapati Bhavan, this is the program, this is how the Honorable President will arrive and perform the dedication ceremony. We cannot change that. That has to be taken as a constant. So the concept of being a manager is there in every individual's life. But when you do it for earning a livelihood, you become a professional manager. And that is what all of you, the students who are sitting and the part of the IPM, are intending to do so. At the end, I'll not take much time, because I know that whatever I am speaking is, say 60% is not perhaps understood by you. Am I correct or not? And that is, public speaking का एक सबसे बड़ा lesson है, how to connect to the audience. And if you know that the audience is not understanding your speech, it is better to stop, say a joke, maybe it may be a bad joke also, and then go back, conclude your what do you call, speech. In any case, I can understand that 50% of what I say is not intelligible to you, because you are not trained that way. You are not trained to listen to a person whose 35 years, last 35 years has been law, courts, and jurisprudence, life, liberty, and property, jail, etc., etc. I just share a joke. I was the session judge of the Sundargarh High Court. I was, every month I was to hold session circuit. अब आपको मालूम नहीं है what is a session circuit? तो थोड़ा सा उसको मैं बताता हूँ. Session circuit होता है, the state government in consultation of this High Court of the state declares certain persons as a seat of sessions where the session judge can go and sit and try cases. Sessions cases जो होता है वो grave cases होता है. सबसे छोटा sessions case होता है attempt to murder 307. जो a person tries to kill another person but doesn't succeed, it is an offense called attempt to murder. And the highest offense is murder or genocide, or killing of many persons, or waging war against the state, in which death penalty can be awarded or may be awarded. So a session judge has to go from from his headquarter to the headquarter to another place, which is definitely not the headquarter, but there he will hold cases of that area and hold court and try cases of that area. And I used to go to a place called Banai. Banaigarh was a princely state previously, before merger of the same with the state of Odisha. And it is a part of Sundargarh district. And it is 170 kilometers away from the headquarters. So I had to go one day prior to the sessions circuit court that is generally fixed for 3 days, and work there and come back. So it was a very routinized, what do you call, affair, a routinized day-to-day affair. Daily, a number of witnesses will be examined, a number of bail applications will be heard, and it is all murder cases. Every day there will be 25 cases, murder cases will be listed before me. One day when I came back to the inspection bungalow where I was staying during the session circuit, a young man was there. Then I inquired, and he came and greeted me. Then I said, I've never seen you. Who are you? He said, I'm an IAS probationer, sir. I have just joined as a probationer in the district Sundargarh, and I have been asked to come to this place and study this place as a part of my probation or part of my training. And then we had a nice chat. I offered him tea. We were having tea, and then he asked me, सर आपका दिन कैसा गया है? तो आपको अगर कोई पूछता है कि नहीं दिन अच्छा तो गया, it was good. But my one answer is always disturbed. मेरा दिन कैसा जा सकता है कि मैं सुबह उठता हूँ, जैसे कोर्ट में बैठता हूँ, मैं सुनता हूँ कि इस मर्डरर को बेल देना चाहिए नहीं, ये फलाना जगह पे डकैती हुआ है, उसका क्या करें, फलाना जगह पे रेप हुआ है, उसका स्टेटमेंट कैसे रिकॉर्ड करें, ये मेरा दिनचर्या शुरू होता है. 10:30 बजे आई स्टार्ट लिसनिंग डेकोर्टी मर्डर एंड अटेम्प्ट टू मर्डर एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट. तो मेरा दिन कैसे जाएगा? दिस इज सेड इन ए जोक, एज ए जोक. प्लीज डोंट understand that I don't love my job. I love my job, but that is the flip side of it. Okay, so coming back to the advice that I was giving, dream. Ranchi is known as the home of Dhoni. Dhoni movie dekhe hai nahi? Auto story. He saw a dream, and he chased it. You have to see a dream also. मैं मेरे experience बताता हूँ. Since I think I got the attention of the full house now, except one or two, perhaps. Let me share another experience of mine. When I was a young man, pursuing my graduation or pre-graduation studies, I used to play cricket for the college team. There was also a local club known as Orient Cricket Club, which was a regular member of the team. I was opening the innings for the team. And definitely I was a dreamer at the time. I still am a dreamer. And I was thinking, or comparing myself to Sunil Gavaskar, like the then opening batsman of the Indian team. And somehow in some moment, perhaps in being influenced by my dream, I said to one of my friends, I have a dream to play for India. And all my friends for the entire day made fun of me. ऐसे होता है ना, चिढ़ाते हैं peers, अरे तू तो अपने आप को सुनील गावस्कर समझ रहा है, इंडिया के लिए खेलेगा. But I didn't play for India, definitely. I played for the district, never for the state of Odisha, never for any other big team, never for the university. But I did not stop dreaming. And my dream has made me, at least brought me to this stage where I am a part of a 24 team, a team of 24 Chief Justices in the whole country. It may be not playing cricket, but it is definitely this team of 24 Chief Justices of different states. They are also doing a very commendable job of protecting the life, liberty, and property of citizens of India and upholding the Constitution. तो इस संदर्भ में मैं कहूँगा, आप स्वप्न देखिए, प्रार्थना कीजिए और प्रयास भी कीजिए. खाली स्वप्न देखने से नहीं काम बनेगा, प्रयास करना पड़ेगा. खाली प्रार्थना से भी नहीं काम होगा, प्रयास करना पड़ेगा. ये तीनों चाहिए. You have to have a dream. You have to strive to achieve it, and also pray the Almighty, whichever God you pray, be it the Hindu gods of the Hindu religion, or the Christian, or the Jehovah's Path, or the Islamic faith, whichever religion you, even those persons who do not believe in the existence of God, the entity they call, which is controlling the universe, may be prayed. And in this connection, मेरे एक हिंदी की छोटी कविता याद आ रही है। देखिए पढ़ते हैं, हिंदी में मैं बहुत अच्छा नहीं हूँ। मंजिल से आगे बढ़कर मंजिल तलाश कर, मंजिल से आगे बढ़कर मंजिल तलाश कर, मिल जाए तुझको दरिया तो समंदर तलाश कर, मिल जाए तुमको दरिया तो समंदर तलाश कर, हर शीशा टूट जाता है पत्थर के चोट से, हर शीशा टूट जाता है पत्थर की चोट से, पत्थर ही टूट जाए वो शीशा तलाश कर. So dream, give your efforts and pray. With such words, I formally thank Dr. Srivastav and his team of faculty members for inviting me to this August gathering of young people. I also thank all of you, despite my being a bit rude to, perhaps too, this young friends sitting there and two young friends sitting there. You gave a patient listening to me. Thank you for that. And I wish all the best to the program that is being inaugurated today. Thank you very much. Bande Jharkhand, Bande Mataram, Jai Hind.
Thank you for the thought-provoking and inspirational words, sir. As we draw this momentous event to a close, it is our privilege to extend our heartfelt gratitude and invite Professor Shri Anshuman Hazarika to deliver the vote of thanks.
Namaste. Good afternoon. Respected dignitaries, the Honorable Chief Justice of Jharkhand, Justice Sanjay Kumar Mishra ji, Honorable Director, Professor Deepak Srivastav ji, Honorable Dean, IIM Ranchi, Professor Pradeep Kumar Bala, Professor Viraj Verma, Chairperson IPM, Honorable Deputy Solicitor General of India, Mr. Prashant Pallav, Mr. Gopal Jha, Principal Secretary, Chief Justice of Jharkhand, all distinguished members of the press, all dignitaries present, faculty members, staff members, students, and all participants of the YCP program. I would like to thank all of you for being here for this event and for gracing this occasion, that is the inauguration of the Young Changemakers program, which is happening for the first time at Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi. I would not like to make a very long speech, but I would like to share a few snippets of what went behind this event, which Honorable Director Sir has already stated, but just a few snippets on what we as the faculty in charges of Young Changemakers program, Professor Gaurav Marathe, Professor Ranjit, Professor Viraj Verma, and me, what we thought about it. So when we first thought about a system like a social internship here at IIM Ranchi, our perspective was to expose the young children to what is the real picture of India. So just to give you an anecdotal story which we have shared with our Honorable Director Sir and with Professor Verma, there are lots of students who we have encountered who have never ever traveled in a bus, let alone go to a village. So they have spent their entire lives in the city and mostly in traveling in a car, going to an air-conditioned school and in such surroundings. So we believe that it is at least a responsibility for us to expose our children to the life in rural India and how life goes around for 80% of the people of the country who live in those areas. It's also essential for you to know how a common person lives, and with the support of Honorable Director, our faculty members and students, we hope that we are able to expose you to a little bit of India and how India is at its heart, that is at its villages. We'd like to thank all our faculty members, the administration of IIM Ranchi led by our faculty in charge administration, and all the staff members who have worked tirelessly to make this event possible. We'd like to thank all dignitaries for gracing this occasion. We'd like to thank the YCP team who has worked tirelessly to make it happen. So one round of applause for the YCP team as well, the work to make it happen. We'd like to thank the faculty members who have worked for the YCP, Professor Ranjit, Professor Gaurav, Professor Viraj, and we have also Mangesh Dada here who have worked to make it happen and who have also put in their best efforts to support us in bringing together this event today. Thank you to the member of the press as well, and also to the guardians who have trusted IIM Ranchi for the event. So thank you everyone, and if I missed anyone, thanks to all of you for making this possible and for gracing this occasion. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly request you to stand for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Yeah. With this, we conclude the ceremony. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for gracing us with your presence today. The YCP students are requested to be seated, and rest of you can leave the auditorium. Thank you.
All the parents are requested to please exit from the right side of the auditorium. Sir, from the right side.